Preposition. Prepositions tell us about the position of a subject in a sentence. A preposition can be defined as a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, or to introduce an object. For example, she was hiding under the table. There is some milk in the fridge. He drove over the bridge. He eats lunch at noon. The sun is above the clouds. Types of prepositions. There are three main types of prepositions. Prepositions of time. Prepositions of place. Prepositions of movement. Prepositions of time. Prepositions of time are used to help indicate when something happened, happens, or will happen. Basic examples of time prepositions include at, on, in, before, and after. For example, I work faster at night. He bought me a present on my birthday. We eat breakfast in the morning. We will not leave for home before 3 p.m. She will be here after midnight. Prepositions of place. The most common prepositions to indicate time, on, at, in, are also the most common prepositions to indicate position. The rules are a little clearer with place prepositions, as they have a more rigid concept than time prepositions. On is used when referring to something with a surface. The sculpture hangs on the wall. In is used when referring to something that is inside or within confined boundaries. The girls play in the garden. At is used when referring to something at a specific point. We will meet at the airport. Prepositions of movement. Prepositions of movement describe how something, or someone, moves from one place to another. They are easier to understand, as they are less abstract than prepositions of place and time. The most commonly used prepositions of movement are to, through, across, off, down, and into. For example, he has gone on vacation to Venice. The train passes through the tunnel. He traveled across India on his motorcycle. They stare into the darkness. Rules of prepositions. Rule number 1: prepositions must have an object. Rule number 2: the term preposition implies placing before. Rule number 3: a pronoun used after a preposition must be in the object form. Rule number 4: preposition forms. Rule number 5, the preposition to should not be confused with the infinitive to. Rule number 6, a verb cannot be an object of the preposition. Rule number 1. Rule number 1, prepositions must have an object. A preposition must have an object. If a preposition does not have an object, it is not a preposition, it's probably an adverb. For example, they are in the kitchen. Preposition is in, object is the kitchen. They will catch up after the movie. Preposition is after, object is the movie. Rule number 2. Rule number 2, the term preposition implies placing before. We know that a preposition precedes a noun or a pronoun. The term preposition refers to the fact that a preposition occurs before its object. However, do remember that this is not always the case. For example, I put it in the box. Preposition is in, object is the box, in is placed before the box. I met her at the bus stop. Preposition is at, object is the bus stop, at is placed before the bus stop. Who did you talk to? Preposition is to, object is who, to is placed after who. Rule number 3. Rule number 3, a pronoun used after a preposition must be in the object form. Prepositional objects are usually nouns or pronouns that come after the preposition. If it is a pronoun, it must be in the objective form. Me, her, them, instead of being in the subjective form. I, she, they. For example, this is a gift from my fiancé and me. Preposition is from, me is pronoun in objective form. This is between him and her. Preposition is between him and her are pronouns in objective form. Sheila decided to give it to them. Preposition is to, them is pronoun in objective form. Rule number 4. Rule number 4, preposition forms. Prepositions have no particular form. The majority of prepositions are one-word prepositions, but some are 2- or 3-word phrases, known as complex prepositions. One-word prepositions: before, into, on. Complex prepositions: according to, but for, in spite of, on account of. Rule number 5. Rule number 5, the preposition to should not be confused with the infinitive to. To is often used as a preposition. For instance, to me, to Mumbai, and also as an infinitive participle. To sleep, to drink, to dance, etc. To as a preposition. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I am used to driving in traffic. 2. As an infinitive participle. They used to live in New York. They love to sing carols. Rule number 6. Rule number 6. A verb cannot be an object of the preposition. The golden rule is that a preposition is followed by a noun. It is never followed by a verb. This rule has no exceptions. For example, the food is on the table. Preposition is on, noun is the table. She lives in Indonesia. Preposition is in. Proper noun is Indonesia. Jackie is looking for you. Preposition is for. Pronoun is you. Thank you.